Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we do a daily crossword puzzle. And today we've got the Friday Los Angeles Times puzzle for May 29th, 2026. Constructed by Zachary David Levy, edited by Patty Verrill. I like to do at least one Los Angeles Times crossword a week just because it gives me a look at a lot of the constructors for the Los Angeles Times puzzle also show up in the New York Times puzzle and also show up in competitions like the American Crossword Puzzle Tournament. So it gives me an extra look at most common constructors, but with maybe a slightly different editing style than we might see in the New York Times. So just a little different look at a crossword I like to do to include that. Okay, let's get into the puzzle here. One across, like some temples. Don't know, one down is rice cake that may be filled with ice cream. I think that's a mochi. I've had a couple of those. They're good. Two down, rose pest. Aphids live in rose bushes, I think. Handle for three down. C2 might fit. Four down, actor Ed and food writer Molly. Not sure. Five down, place to brood. A chicken coop, maybe. Six down, anger. Let's try ire for that. Seven down, entered. Went in or gone in. Like some temples, Masonic temples are a thing. 15 across, tennis period since 1968. I think this is known as the open era, when a lot of tournaments are open to all competitors. 18 across, photographer, with a question mark, not sure. 21 across, band leaders. Command, hit it, a band leader might say. Let's try nest for place to brood. I was thinking of a bird brooding eggs, sitting on eggs. So yeah, nest fits as well as coop. Ed O'Neill doesn't fit. I think it's two L's, but we still need another letter. Ed O'Neill played the dad on Married with Children. Let's try C2 for handle. An object of adoration. Let's try idol for that. Oh, it's Ed and Molly, so yeah, we need to make it plural. Let's try O'Neill's. There we go, that does fit. All right, cheese. I can see how we're getting cheese from photographer, but what is the second part of this phrase, of this answer? Seven down, entered. Let's try came in instead of went in. 22 across, hospital areas, or emergency rooms, ERs. 19 down, Tolkien baddie, could be an orc. 8 down, capital of Belarus is Minsk. Rochelle, a story of a young woman's journey from Moscow to Minsk. That was the Seinfeld parody movie. 8 across, Epiphany trio. All right, the Epiphany is January 6th. It celebrates the visit of the wise men to the baby Jesus. So they were known as the Magi, the three wise men. 9 down, Uruguay neighbor, Argentina neighbors Uruguay. Make smooth to iron for 16 across. 10 down, attends, goes to an event. And 11 down, bit of hard one, progress. An inroad. Helped by looking at 18 across and cheesemonger. A cheesemonger is someone who makes and sells, I guess, cheese. But a photographer could be called a cheesemonger because they're always asking people to say cheese. I guess that makes sense. So maybe our theme today will be professions that could be other professions if you look at them the right way. 12 across, maker of sticking point, press-on nails. I don't know this, but I do remember my sister, when she was younger, was obsessed with Lee press-on nails. She was really too young to wear fake nails, but there were a lot of commercials for Lee press-on nails, and she really wanted to get some when she was older. I don't think she ever did. 17 across, NFL Hall of Famer Dawson. I think Len Dawson was a quarterback. 20 across, pester, nag. 23 across, dry Italian whites. Probably looking for a kind of wine here. Could it be something else? Italian whites like linens or sheets or something. There's a wine, I don't know what it would be. 24 down, mature, ripe, like a fruit, okay. 12 down, okay, I don't like the double L beginning. Bakery item, dotted with calamatas. Calamatas are olives. Lee or Len could be wrong. Maybe both of them are wrong. 13 down, reliable plant. Well, no. 14 down, quaint desk accessories. No. Dry Italian whites. No. 26 across, police officer. Don't know that. 30 across, mRNA vaccine maker. Don't know that either. Okay, let's come back to that section. 28 across, Sphinx, mostly. Had the body of a lion with the head of a woman, I think, for the Sphinx. 29 down, Amsterdam novelist, McEwan. Not familiar with that work, but Ian McEwan sounds like a plausible name. 26 down, Emerald City visitor. So Dorothy, or the Tin Man, or the Scarecrow, or Toto would be another member of the crew there. Cheesemonger, tick. Like a ticket agent. Someone who gives out tickets. Mature could be aged. 30 across. Moderna makes vaccines. Okay. 27 down. Key of Vivaldi's Spring. So it's either E major or E minor. That doesn't help. 34 across. Brits cuppa. A cup of tea. Cup of tea, as Eliza Doolittle said. Then we got E major for the key of spring, from the Four Seasons, I guess. 36 across is how you blank, how you doing? Quaint desk accessories. Some kind of stand, an ink stand. Reliable plant. Is it like a literal plant, or a factory, or like a mole inside an organization? What is a bakery item that would have olives on it? Some kind of roll. 42 across, fella. He's a fella. He's a guy. He's a, what, 46 across, some big batteries. Batteries has a lot of meanings. Could be an artillery battery. 38 across, that's someone else's problem. Or an apt title for this puzzle. Okay, not my job, and I think all our themed answers are going to be related to names of jobs. 31 across is splashes gently against. Like a lake lapping at a dock, I think that works. 37 across, organization that issues Energy Star labels. Is that an EPA thing, maybe? I'm not sure. I think that's right. 43 across, Quayle follower. Quayle spelled like Dan Quayle, the former vice president. Are we talking about the person who was vice president after Dan Quayle? Yeah, first Bush and then Clinton, so maybe Al Gore, who was Clinton's vice president. I think that's right. 44 down, collar name for an elite school. Eton is an elite school and a kind of collar. Also, there's an Eton blue, shade of blue, I learned in another crossword puzzle. 45 across, diamonds slangily. Could be ice. Then we get 39 down, level, a tier, like a level of seating. TMC for a Showtime subsidiary. I think that's right. Eye contact for 45 down. Yep, and those look right. 40 down, fragrance. Let's try odor for that one. 41 down, email covertly to blind CC, BCC. That gives us a DC beginning for 46 across. Maybe D cells, D cell batteries would be big batteries. This is some kind of roll. Would a Kaiser roll have Kalamata olives on it? I don't know. Maybe. Don't they have onions? Reliable plant. Let's check out all of these. Because they look like they're all wrong. All three of my immediate guesses turned out to be incorrect. Attends goes to inroad, aged. So that this might be toast, like toasted croutons or something. Dry Italian whites. I don't know what that is. A perennial is a plant that reliably blooms every year. I don't know what this maker of the press-on nails is. Pester to irk. Let's try inkstands for quaint desk accessories. Fella is a lad. So ticket agent, Moderna. I think these are right. It's an olive roll. Okay. An olive roll would have olives on it. Okay, never heard of an olive roll, but yeah, that makes sense. OPI is a nail polish maker that shows up quite a bit in the crossword puzzles, so let's try that. Len Dawson is right. We changed this to irk instead of nag. Then we got inkstand, perennial, and olive roll, which was harder for me to figure out than it should have been. Suaves. It sounds like the Spanish word suave, spelled a little bit differently, but suave means suave or smooth. So maybe a dry Italian white wine would be a suave in Italian. I'm going to guess that is correct. Okay, let's finish off this bottom half of the puzzle. Retro. Not sure. 52 across. Carpenter. Have wood in it, maybe. 59 across. Skiffle singer. Donegan. What is skiffle? Is that a genre of music? 62 across. Vader is a boy. Darth Vader was Anakin or Annie Skywalker before he became the Sith Lord or whatever. 66 across. HR division or hour division. Yeah, it's probably hour, like an hour is divided into minutes. 69 across. Sack could be axe or can to fire someone. Roasted entree that may be served with mint jelly. A leg of lamb. A bag is a sack. So we're not talking about firing. I think we're just thinking about something you carry things in. Kotero of Purple Rain. Wasn't Prince married to Apollonia? I think that kind of rings a bell. Let's try that. Letting off the hook. Pardoning. Retro, old time. Fits for 48 across. 52 across. Carpenter. Maybe it's a floor something. A floor trader? I think that might be right. Lonnie sounds like a plausible name for Donegan the singer. Purple 13 downs. Purple perennials. Are they irises? 50 down. Active volcano in Europe. Europe abbreviated, so we'll need another abbreviation in the answer. Let's try Mount Etna. We abbreviate Mount to MT. Floor trader is like a stock trader on a exchange floor, and I guess that could also be a tradesman who works on floors. 53 down, vegan body care brand. Don't know. 54 down, fizzle out to die. 51 down, Warren. Who played Dick Tracy? Warren Beatty was in a film version with that franchise. I think Madonna was in that as well. Florida coastal city is Boca Raton or Boca. 60 across. By way of via. Let's try and get a song before we finish. A realtor. Is it a state or a street? A street something. 67 across. City west of Tulsa. There's an Eden. Enid in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Okay, we did get a song before we finish. 64 down, 18-wheeler is a big rig. Drawn Out Tale is a saga. Aveda, I think I've seen as a body lotion maker. So yeah, street something for what a realtor is. 65 across, try for, opt for, or vie for maybe. 61 down, dampens. Nope. 47 down, erode, eat away. 56 down, tribal leader. Chief might fit. 67 down, oak tree once. From the smallest acorn grows the mighty oak. 58 down, trunk, could be your torso or so. Then milk source would be a teat of a goat or cow. Jeff Tweedy's band. Don't know that. Is this a street walker? Maybe. Giggly outbursts. Titters. Take out, eat away. Street vendor, because they vend things that are on the street. I need an answer right now for 71 down, 71 across. That's yes or no. Tribal leader, let's try elder. Eat into instead of away for erode. Wilco, I think, is a band. Dampens, wets. Street vendor, and vie for means try for, and I think V will finish the puzzle. There we go. And our theme was not my job. So it is a job. You're a photographer, you're a cheesemonger, but you don't work in a cheese shop. You're a ticket agent. You give people tickets as a police officer, but you're not a ticket agent in an airport. That whole kind of thing. Floor trader is a carpenter, and street vendor for a realtor. I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out olive roll. What kind of roll has olives on it? I kept saying, and then did not understand that it was olive roll. Inkstand Suaves is not a kind of, I assume that's a wine, but it's not a kind of wine I've heard of. But you always learn something new when you do a lot of crossword puzzles. That's why I like doing them. Ed O'Neill, I thought of early, but didn't realize we needed to make that plural. Don't know Lonnie Donegan, but I'll keep that in mind for future puzzles. Enid, Oklahoma. Enid has been more recently clued as Wednesday's roommate or friend from the TV series Wednesday Addams. Yeah, good puzzle. I always like the puzzles. I'm pretty easy to please, but this was a good one. Thanks for joining me. Please come back for more puzzling games. I'll see you next time.